ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. You can shut that off so I'm not so bright. We're going to go ahead and do a review of the M2 light tank. I set it up today and took my first match in it today. And let's go over this little guy and see what you get. If it's got a good bang for your buck. So, you get a couple options for the guns. I think I go over this again real quick in the post-game stats. And I went with the 20 millimeter Hispano Suziano breaking gun. It's basically an auto loader, machine gun. Like I said, and you'll hear me talk about it again. I did some reading on the guns, which one you're better at choosing. Most people said you're better to choose the 37 millimeter because of the penetration. You get 48 standard, 70 premium, 19 for your HE. So you don't have to worry about it not penetrating, but you don't have that auto loader, machine gun, rip somebody up. So I went with the 20 millimeter, but everything that I read and everybody that did previous, talked about the gun, they said, don't even waste your time with the standard ammo on this. 30 millimeters is just not gonna cut it. Even 41 millimeters of penetration with the premium ammo, they said you're still gonna bounce a lot of rounds, and I did. So I did the review with the 20 millimeter, but I think I am going to go ahead and slap the 37 millimeter on there because otherwise you just drive around and you do clip out a lot of stuff, but you just won't make any credits. And 30 millimeter, I've had experience in the past with that same exact gun on other tanks and literally bounced off the side and rear of artilleries. Even with the 41 millimeter of penetration with the premium rounds on this, I end up bouncing off the front and side of one of the artilleries in this match. So, yeah. So, actually, matter of fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and swap guns right now. See what it's kind of looking like, too. Yeah, it's not as long. But yeah, and then the nice thing is with the penetration, um, 48 for your standard, 70 for your premium. I'll carry like, well, 3 HE shells just because you get to carry so many shells. And let's make that even 40 and then 60 of those. And, once I played a few times, if I'm penning everything pretty easy with the standard AP rounds, I'll lower the APCR rounds even more and carry more AP rounds. But, yeah, that autoloader or machine gun, it's not really an autoloader, it's just a machine gun. The penetration is pretty miserable. So, in the replay, I did have the machine gun on there, so that's why I shot all premium rounds because you're not going to pen anything with 30 millimeters of penetration. Even though it's tier 2 and 3s, I think I was bottom tier in that match. Now that I think about it, I didn't pay attention if I was bottom or top. I think I was bottom though. But the nice thing is you only see up to tier 3s, which is really nice. So, anyways, let's go over this so you can see the numbers here. So the gun's going to be a little bit different. Actually, I'll throw this one back on it just for the review so that you're going to see what I had on there. Because otherwise my numbers are going to be a little bit different. So, my rate of fire in this match was 104.42 rounds a minute because it's a machine gun. True traverse is 37.33 and the traverse speed is 42.67. I wonder if I wasn't paying attention, and I think maybe, I don't know if my driver might have been knocked out or something. It just seemed like I had trouble circle strafing that H35. I know I got ammo rack twice, which really sucked, but I didn't pay attention to see if my my driver was knocked out. It just seemed like it was just trying to circle him. I was having trouble circling. Um, Takes 7.22 seconds to do a full load. 0.1 seconds in between shells, and you get 15 shells in the magazine. Get negative 10 for the gun depression, which is awesome, and 20 for the elevation. Dispersion on this, or aim time is 1.45, and I got that down with gun lane drive and vents. And our dispersion at 100 meters is 0.47. Average damage per minute is 1253. And like I said, I'm going to go ahead and put that other gun on here in just a second. You get 160 hit points. You got all right for a tier 2, 38 millimeters on the hull and 38 millimeters on the turret. Flatter than flat right there, and that's probably where there, or this big old honking commander's hatch is probably where you're going to get penetrated. On the sides and the rear, everywhere else is 25. 25 on the sides and the hull and the turret, and on the rear and the hull and turret is 25. So it's not really heavily armored, but it is a light tank. So what do you expect? Mobility yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it's fast. Weight, it's only an 8.86 ton tank, so don't ram anything because it will kill you. You get a 262 horsepower engine. So your specific power weight is really good at 29.56. Top speed in forward is 58 and 20 in reverse. I love having 20 in reverse because you can get yourself out of a sticky situation really quick if need be. Concealment 16.53. We got a view range of 364 for tier 2. That's really good, but that's because I went with the coated optics. And your signal range is 283. I like it. I mean, it's actually a lot of fun to play this little guy with that machine gun. And like I said, I'm going to go ahead and swap. I want to see when I put this gun on there, if you lose any, because sometimes the guns, depending on which one you have, you can lose gun depression and things like that, but no, it doesn't look like it. So the reload is 2.34 seconds. Still get your negative 10 and plus 20 for your elevation. Rate of fire is 25.6. Aim time is 1.79. Dispersion really still sucks at 0.43. Average damage is 1024. What was it with that other gun? 1253. Well, yeah, that's if you can penetrate anything. Yeah, I was bouncing just massively bouncing round after round after round. So anyways, so yeah, if you want to hold on for a minute, I will have some gameplay and post-game stats for you, so I'll be right back. Alrighty, so here we are in the M2 light tank on Mines. A lot of people, when they're in a faster tank, like to go up this way and shoot up for the center. Personally, I don't like to. I like to, if I got a fast enough tank, shoot up this way to the right, and then let's see, hold on a second. Okay, it's showing tanks. Yeah, look at this, guys. Now, I keep changing this, and look, it's right back to stock again. I don't know why. I go to my settings, go to my mini-map. Flyer something here. Make it light, hit OK, and then I'll go to make a video tomorrow, and that thing will be just as dark as it was today. I don't understand it. But anyways, yeah, so when I'm in a light tank that's fast, I like to go to the right, over this way, shoot up, follow that edge of the hill there, and come up over here, and right over here, right at like C9, there's a little hill right there. And if you can get over there quick enough, anything that's coming off the cap, trying to come up into the houses, or actually come up towards this area here, you can get light all these guys up. Anybody going up on this hill, a lot of times you get lights up there if you got the view range. So that's a nice area to spot pretty much anything that's in this whole area over here. If they are heading for the hill, you'll light them up there. If they get up on the hill, a lot of times you'll get lights up here and be able to shoot at anything in this area here. So I find that when I try going this way, shoot across, go up the hill here, that by the time I get right about here, there's a whole plethora of enemy tanks coming up here too, and a lot of times I'll end up getting just knocked out before I even make it up into the donut here. So I just feel it's a lot safer, and I can do a lot more damage and stay in the game a lot longer if I go over this area. So let's go ahead and get this match a rocking and a rolling. There, we'll keep the map that big. No, I'm just kidding. That's about good. So, we is gonna boogie woogie. So kind of sneak through there. It's okay maneuverability wise, but I'm gonna have to pay attention to see if my driver got knocked. And somebody starts frickin' right on the old click, 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 click. I hate it when people do that. But yeah, I'm gonna have to pay attention when I get over here. I get hit by Oh, that's so annoying. A tank, and I was trying to circle strafe them, and it just seems like I was having trouble going around circles. It might just be the tank itself, but I thought the traverse speed on this was pretty good. But so we shoot up here, and already we're getting lights. You know, so we lit up that tank destroyer. We just lit up that H-35. Bounced every one of those rounds on his side. So now that Cruiser 2, we're able to pen him. But that's what I mean. We, with the premium rounds on this, the gold rounds, you end up shooting gold rounds if you want to pen anything. Now, 30 millimeters probably would have went through the YAG 1 there. But I just want to make sure that I'm going to penetrate stuff. And you'll notice here in a minute, like right there, I hit him. You hit, what is it, 12 rounds in your magazine. And I think I penned that LT-35 there three times. Now that time, we were hitting him in the back, so we were able to dump our magazine. Like right there, just it does not circle. It's not the best circle strafing tank. But the Cruiser 3 and myself start moving in because pretty much their team is almost all dead that quick. These low tier games can go so fast, but and I understand I am shooting through the wall there. Some of the rounds were going through the wall and then into the artillery, but like right there I'm bouncing. So I try and line it up so that I'm not shooting through a wall. And some of those rounds were even bouncing on the front of an artillery. So this H-35, he ends up ammo racking me twice, but I want to wait till I'm around the side there. But see, a lot of those rounds didn't even do anything. Got ammo racked, and I bumped into a tree, and it about slowed me down to nothing. Did I just get shot in the butt and actually bounce that round? I did. Look at that right there. I cannot believe that bounce. I know I bounced like 2 rounds, and that would be one of them. I wonder where the next one is. Oh, right there in the front. So I fixed my ammo rack, and he just ammo racked me again. So where did he hit me? So it must be the ammo rack area. Anywhere you get hit right there, that must be your ammo rack. Or, because he just hit me right here. That was the second shot where he ammo racked me. The first time he hit me right here. And that ammo racked me. So what, you get hit anywhere in the front of this thing, you get ammo racked? Because, yeah, I was ammo racked, fixed my ammo rack, and got literally re-ammo racked. Which, it's not a 35-second load time now, but it's not a 7-second load time either. It doubles it. So my load time is now 14.44, which is not cool. So even in the side of that H-35, I didn't pen every one of my rounds. A couple of those actually bounced too. And I'm waiting to get loaded. Somebody takes them out, and I figure, okay, I'm going to go back after the PZ-1C, because PZ-1C is fast enough to get back if we start capping them. So I figured I might as well go that way and try heading him off the pass and taking him out. So I see him there, stop here in a second, aim in. It's got a good aim time. And we pen 1 round. But not even, I don't think half of those even hit. So I'm reloading with my 14.44 second load time. I didn't think that T60 could spot me at this range, but he obviously can, because he plugged me. I was just about loaded, and I was going to start clipping it out on him, and ends up he got me, but he got his. So yeah, so pretty good game. All in all, it's a pretty good game. I like it, but I'm definitely switching the gun out and putting that single shot gun on here, because this thing, yeah, it shoots fast. You get a lot of 12 rounds, but I mean, when you're shooting and penning 3 out of 12 rounds every time, that sucks. And then you end up losing 50, 60, 70,000 credits. So no thank you. No thank you, sir. I will not have another. So yeah, I'm going to swap the guns out on there and put the one that's got like 40 some pen and I think 50 some, or it's a lot better penetration though. But yeah, anyways, if you want to hold on for a minute, I'll have some post-game stats for you. So hold on, I'll be right back. Alrighty, so the M2 light tank, that was the first match I had in it. Retired, never to be played again. No, I'm just kidding. Uh, that's we always had a kind of a running joke that you know, if you do really good on your first match, your first couple matches, you got to retire the tank and never play it again. I liked it, but I did some. I had never. This is my first match, obviously, and I did some reading, and now it's getting a little too dark in here, looking like some sort of sneak up on you and get you. I did some reading up about this one before I took it out, and everything I read said that you get a couple choices for the guns. You get a single shot 37 millimeter, which I like the penetration, because that's where I read that you have a lot of problems. Is if you go with the 20 millimeter, you only get 30 millimeters of penetration on your standard round, so you're basically going to shoot a lot of stand or premium rounds. And I did, and I also had an experience with the same exact gun on a previous tank, and the standard for between it doesn't seem like it would make sense between 30 millimeters of pen and 41. I mean, it's 11 difference in penetration, but 30 millimeters just can't hack it. Where 41 millimeters seems to work wonders. But I still bounced a ton of damage, or I mean a ton of rounds. And I shot all standard. I don't carry all standard, but I carry you get a shit ton of ammo. 525 premium, 675 AP. I imagine I lost my leg and maybe a couple fingers on that. It cost so much for that match, I'll bet you. But you'll see that I did bounce a lot of ammo. I mean, I hit a lot, but bounced a lot too. So first match, the WN8 on that was 4,347, which is really nice. That was a Master Badge Class 1. Fire for effect, fighter, sharpshooter, caught somebody on fire, so we got an arsonist, master gunner, and a bruiser. We hit the PZ-1C one time and did 10 damage. Average damage on this is what, 11, 12? Let me look. Where is it? 12. And we did 10. So I got a low roll. We lit up the WESP artillery there, and he got hit for 130 upon us spotting him. We lit up the PZ Jag 1. That spot I've been going to where I went in this match, I'm really liking that spot with something that can get there quick. If you're in a slow medium or heavy tank, you can't make it up there fast enough. But if you're in something fast, oh man, beautiful spot. You get up there, you get side shots of people that are trying to get up, to the other side of the buildings there. You're also lighting them up. You'll light people up coming off cap if you get there quick enough. I really like that spot a lot. The PZ Jag 1, we lit him up. We hit him 11 times for 120 damage, finished him off, and knocked out his engine and his track. Cruiser 3, we hit him 5 times for 48 damage, finished him off, and knocked out a track. The H-35, we hit him 9 times. Let me rephrase that. These are penetrated, because I hit him a lot more than 9 times. We penetrated him 9 times for 106 damage, bounced 2 of his rounds, which I was actually very surprised. The LTVZ-35, we penetrated him 9 times for 115, finished him off, and knocked out his... Oh, he was the one we lit on fire. Knocked out his fuel tank and destroyed his fuel tank, and we lit him up originally. That little stinker pot right there, the T60, that thing has got one pretty wicked aim time, because I thought I was going to get loaded and aimed in on him quick enough, and before I was even loaded and was able to get my rounds off, he popped around at me and finished me off. And that was quite a distance away, so that little bugger must be pretty accurate too. And the artillery there, even that artillery I was bouncing. Yeah, given a couple of the rounds I had to shoot through the wall at first, but I was hitting him and bouncing. I only penned him 8 times for 90 damage. We did finish him off and destroyed his engine, basically knocked out his engine and lit him up originally. We did second most damage at 489, got 4 kills and a basic experience of 749. We shot 165 rounds, 80 hit, so almost half of them hit, but only half of them penned, and that was with the premium rounds. Standard rounds, I probably would have penned about 15 or 20. They just suck. I might switch the gun out on this because I do like the auto-loader aspect of it, but I don't like shooting all premium rounds in order to penetrate anything, whereas that other gun, it's not an auto-loader, but you get, 48 standard pen, 70 premium, and that's going to go through pretty much any tier 2 tank that's, tiers 2 or 3. So that'll be plenty. But yeah, I just wish it had a lot more penetration. The standard one comes with one type of round, and it goes, it just gets AP, and only has 27 millimeters of penetration. So if I were you and you start going up this line, I would definitely try and get that gun buffed up to at least this one. The second gun that you can put on there. No, I'm sorry, that's considered the top gun. No, that can't be. It can't be. Actually, they're both tier 2s, so I would buff it up to at least one of these two before you take it out because, yeah, 27 millimeters of penetration is, yeah, awful. It's awful. So what do we get here? Total damage is 489 from distance of more than 300 meters, 48. We got hit 6 times, 4 pen, 2 bounce for 80 damage bounced. Spotted 4, damage 6, destroyed 4, damage with our assistance was 130. We lost 55,638 credits because we shot all premium rounds. Yeah, just ammo was 66 grand. But yeah, anyways, it's fast. I got it set up with gun lane drive, vents, and nods to give it a decent view range. That bumps it out to 364. Stock before I gave it the nods was 327, 325, something like that. So not very good. This, I mean, even with the coated optics, it only bumped it up to 364. But I'm not going to put nods on it because in order for those to work, you got to stop and wait for 3 seconds. And I don't want to have to sit there and wait with a tank that, is, I know this thing doesn't actually traverse really good. I had trouble going, when I was trying to go circle straight that Hotchkiss, I was having a hell of a time turning to the left. I don't think my driver got knocked out or anything, but yeah, I was like hitting the key going, oh, come on, turn. But I like it. I mean, it's fast, pretty nimble, got to where I wanted it to get, and I was able to do a pretty good amount of damage, unfortunately, like I said, with premium rounds. So, and those buggers, obviously, yeah, 400 credits a round for the premium and 3 credits a round for the standard. So they not cheap. So anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please click the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. Wait a minute, that was the review. I forgot we still have to do a replay. Or no, that was the post-game stats. So yeah, this is the end. So get out of here. What the hell are you guys doing watching this still? No, you guys take it easy, be safe, and I will see you on the battlefield.